Good morning, guys. What's up? What's up, Wa? What's up, homie? Good morning. What's up? What's up? All right, let me see. Slow day today. Probably gonna be a little slow Monday morning, but let's see what we got here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what is going on today. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hopefully, doing well. Okay. All right. So, good morning. Good morning. Let me post on. All right. So I really am liking Euro USD for the buys, guys. All right. I like EU for the buys. Let's see here. Yep. Let me see here. On the dollar. Let's look at Euro. Oh, yeah. Euro USD for the buy. Looking really good. Let me see here. View on YouTube. Let me share the link. There we go. Life. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on. What the heck? Why can't I see? All right. Good morning, guys. All right. So let's break this down really quickly, right? if you were on the call yesterday, right? I was on the call with you guys yesterday. And what did I tell you? I said, okay, dollar going down. Look at the dollar right now. Looking nice, right? Bearish momentum's kicking in. Okay. It is now starting to break these levels, which I called out and wanted. Euro USD, I believe, is good for the buy. Okay, so if you want to get in a trade, I believe Euro USD is a good buy. I believe it's a good buy setup. Okay, you can buy Euro USD right now. I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna put it on signals. Let's go to ZT signals. All right, I do like Euro USD for the buy there. So I'm gonna get in that. All right, AUD USD not really moving. Don't really like AU right now. I do like Euro USD for the buy though. If you guys remember, if you look at the whole move here, it's playing out really, really nice. So I do think it could probably make another, I don't know, 20, 30 pips up maybe, basically to these highs. All right, so Euro USD for the buy, I'm calling that out right now. And then we're going to look at NAS. And if you guys remember, this is my NAS markup. And look what happened. London session. Pop down. Boom. I'm hoping that we can trade NAS today. I'm hoping we can trade NAS today. And I'm hoping we can buy it. And at least catch like 50, 60, 70 pips on it. We'll see here, but it is playing out exactly the way I thought it would based on yesterday's analysis. So NAS is playing out perfectly, guys. Euro USD is playing out perfectly. The dollar's playing out perfectly, what we thought. So, there isn't any news today. Okay. There's only NZD and AUD news today. Okay. So I wouldn't trade anything AUD or NZD today. All right. Just a reminder, just a friendly reminder. I would not trade anything NZD or AUD today, which is why I'm trading Euro USD today. Okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Hopefully everyone's feeling good today. All right. So I do like the Euro USD for the buy. I'm currently in that trade. If anyone wants to, if anyone likes that setup. All right, and look on the 1 hour. That's what we're looking for. And yeah, so we're probably gonna wait for NAS around 9:30, and we're looking at Goldilocks, but I'm not going to trade it. But, you know, we could possibly look for the breaker structure here. We could possibly look for that there. If the dollar continues to drop nicely, gold could potentially be a buy. I'm not really a gold trader, but I'm really gonna stick to my NAS. I really want NAS to move the way I want it to move. And I'm really looking at EU, honestly. That's it. That's it. Those are what I'm looking at, guys. Okay. Those are what I'm looking at. I'm in my EU buy. All right. Very chill, very calm today. Nothing too crazy. And let's see here. See if there's anything else really setting up. Well, UJ is possible for the sell, but I'm not really too sure on that. UJ is possible. UJ is potentially possible here for the sell-off. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, could be 3 ways up. 2-way correction down. Could be potential short position. Basically down back to this area here. UJ could also be a potential setup if you like it. Me personally, I really like Euro, but I'm just giving you kind of 2 possible setups here. UJ for the sell. I think it's possible, has potential for maybe 20, 30 pips. So UJ has potential. You can kind of just pick and choose what you want. And EU has potential. So I'm in EU for the buy. If you want UJ for the sell, I believe that's also potential. And then I'm probably just gonna look at NAS at 9:30, guys. And those are the only things I really see that are kind of decent today. The only things I kind of like here, you know? So we'll kind of just wait and be patient here. 1 second, guys. All right. So let's see how, what I'm expecting here is this, guys. It's just the continuation of the dollar. Between today, tomorrow, between these next 3 days, I'm expecting the dollar to just continue down, to slowly drip. All right. It's holding these levels pretty good overall. So I do like these levels overall. Overall, I am liking it. And probably gonna wait until 9:30 to really look here for something else. So we're just gonna wait here. Good. All right. All right. So let's look at, let me see, UJ. All right. So again, kind of what I'm expecting here with UJ is that on the 15, it's going to pop. So once we kind of get on a smaller time frame, the break is structure here. So this is kind of what I'm expecting with UJ here, right? But what would really confirm the entry from me for UJ, which will make it a very safe trade, I believe, is when we go in the smaller time frame, like the 15-minute, and you have continuation here. So if UJ kind of holds this overall level here, all right, rejects this entire zone, okay, so it's probably going to pull up to up here, somewhere around there. If it holds, gives us rejection, and then continues, right, gives us that bearish momentum because it's holding this area, the pullback, right? It's showing us that there's a whole lot more bearish momentum here. Then I do think we can sell it. Once we kind of get this rejection here. All right, so that's kind of what I'm waiting for on UJ potentially. I really wanted to hold this area first. All right. What I'm expecting with DXY is just going to pull up. And then I'm expecting around 9:30, 10 o'clock, it's going to drop. Excuse me. So that's kind of my overall thoughts on it. Let's see here. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, cool. All right, let's see how the dollar kind of holds. Basically, these two levels here, this one and this one, these are very two important levels. I believe the dollar has to kind of show us that it wants to hold. All right. So this is the 1 hour chart on UJ. On NAS, let me see what NAS is going to do. Let's look at NAS. Since we are approaching 9:30. All right, so I am bullish here on NAS. I am bullish here. Huh. But the thing with NAS, let me see. If we do get bullish momentum, it will go up 60, 70 pips. So, okay. All right. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at for NAS today, guys. All right. So if you guys are on Sunday's class session, right, it is in this downward channel, right? It did drop for London, retest these lows, which it clearly did. Okay, so now what I'm expecting is a couple things here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alert up here above the previous highs. Okay. Kind of above these previous highs here. Okay. Because once it kind of breaks that, I think we'll have bullish momentum here. Now, what I'm thinking, all right, what I'm thinking is that, let me go to a different chart. Let me go to a different chart for now. Give me a second. What I'm thinking is something like, let me remove all this. So it's just a clean chart. What I'm thinking is NAS is going to drop and then go up. That's kind of what I'm thinking first. So I'm thinking that it's going to try to take people out of positions. All right. So we're just going to wait here. Now, here's my thing. Once NAS kind of breaks these levels here, or the previous highs, right, we will have bullish momentum. And it'll basically go to these next previous highs up here. Okay. So the way I would look at this possibly setting up is like from here to here. Okay. Because I'm kind of looking at it like this. Like basically, it's going to pull back, try to take people out, then continue up. Boom, 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 like that. This is kind of what I'm anticipating for NAS, right? And so once we kind of can really see the bullish momentum start to kick in, then I do believe that we can possibly buy it. Possibly. Possible. Okay. Yeah. What? You guys can't see my screen or what? You can't see my screen? Hold on. You guys can't see my screen? Hold on. What's going on? Why can't you see my screen? Oh, snaps. Okay. My bad. You guys weren't able to see my screen? What the heck? Okay, that's a fail. All right, my bad. All right. All right, yeah, I gotta wake up, clearly. Tired. Ah, that was a fail. All right, let me run back everything. My bad. Let me run back everything. I got too much going on right now. Let's see. My bad, y'all. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at. Okay. So Euro is actually looking good. Okay. So I'm expecting you guys can see my screen now, right? Can I get some yeses in the chat to make sure you guys can see? I've been talking to myself, Lady T. Yeah. I was up I was up late until about like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning actually. Yeah, so I only got like 2, 3 hours of sleep. I was actually working with my developer on the 2.0 version of the manager. So I didn't really get a lot of sleep, but it's all worth it at the end of the day. It's all worth it at the end of the day. But okay. So this is what I'm looking at. My bad guys. Let's run this back really quickly because it's about to be 9:30. Let's look at NAS. This is kind of what I'm looking at for NAS. Okay. If you guys remember, this is kind of what it's doing exactly as I played out. I said, okay, guys, it's gonna drop, hit these lows down here, which it did, and it might even retest it one last time. Okay. But once it starts to break this structure here, right? Once it starts to break this level here, I do think we will have buy opportunities. Once it starts to break that level there. Okay. So we're gonna kind of wait because we don't know if NAS is going to drop first, which I do think is going to drop first and then go up. Okay, that's kind of what I'm thinking NAS is going to do today. All right, I think it's going to drop, then be good for the buys. So we're going to kind of watch it here. All right, we're going to just watch. We're going to watch NAS for the first 5-15 minutes and see how it handles. Okay. Again, we're looking at DXY overall in the higher time frames. Look on the 1 hour. It's looking good. On the 2 hour, we'll see how it closes in what is it, an hour. we'll see how it handles. You know, the dollar is moving, is slowly dripping, which we like. Euro for the buy, I think is a good entry here. So if you want to get an entry for a euro, I think this is a good buy entry. UJ has I want UJ to hold this level here before selling. All right. If I do want to sell UJ, I want to see how it reacts to kind of this overall level here, right? And once it starts to kind of break these lows here, then I think we can sell UJ, guys. Okay. So once it gives us this rejection, again, you have to really wait for that. But if it does give us that, then I would start to sell it. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. And let's look at NAS and see. So NAS is dropping, kind of like what I'm anticipating here. Let's see. I honestly feel like this is just an inducement phase. All right, for NAS, that's just me. So let's just see. Let's just be patient and wait. And I'll let you guys know once I'm into anything. Give me a second. Ooh. Hmm. All right. Okay, it is looking better. All right, got my alert. NAS is crossing. So it is looking good, guys. Okay, so I think NAS is good for the buy. If you guys are not in it, it kind of moved exactly kind of way we wanted it. All right, so I think NAS is probably good. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm in the buys on NAS, guys. If anyone, I do like NAS for the buy. So okay, so let's see here. Let's check this out. All right, NAS for the, as you guys can see, right? So I called it exactly right. Pop back down, fake people out. Now it's shooting up. Right, if you guys can see that, hopefully you're in it. Right now, it's breaking these highs, so everything is looking good for the NAS buy setup. I'll also post this as well too. I do think this is going to be a good setup for at least like 50, 60, 70 points ish. So let's let me post that as well. Okay. So let me see what UJ is doing. UJ is not setting up yet. All right, UJ is not ready. So I like NAS the best right now. If I'm being honest here. I like NAS the best here. Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see here. So No. Let's see here. Mhm. Give me a second, guys. While everything is kind of setting up here, we're just going to wait a little bit. Let's see. Copy. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Okay, I'm back now. All right. So, I'm in that's for the buy, guys. All right. DXY is kind of just pulling up. I believe it's just pulling up, looking for an area to reject off of. Okay, so we're gonna see how the dollar kind of handles this level here. I believe euro's still good. It's kind of like at a good entry here overall. It's kind of like a pullback. I like it. UJ has not really set up, as you guys can see here. It's still retesting these previous highs. It's not ready. It's not ready yet. And we really are waiting for the dollar to kind of hold this level, drop. Once we have that, then I think probably UJ will follow, and then we could really sell UJ. But I like Euro USD better as a forex option for the buy as opposed to UJ sell. I like Euro USD the best, and then I like NAS. So those are the only things that I'm really looking at right now. Okay, those are the only things I'm really looking at here, and we will kind of just wait and sit. Okay, we'll kind of just wait and sit and see how it handles these levels here. Okay, we'll see how it handles kind of this overall area with NAS. All right. All right, guys. Let's see. Y'all with me? Okay. So NAS is holding pretty good. Euro is holding pretty good. All right, cool. These are my main trades right now that I'm looking at. UJ, nothing. Again, as you guys can see, nothing's happening with UJ, so we're not getting UJ. Dollars holding slow, rejecting, which is what I want to see. I also want to see the dollar start to reject and break these bottom lows here. So your USD, I like. NAS, I like. And we're just going to kind of just run that. And see. And I think we should be good by, at least by like 10:30. 10:30 latest, maybe 11 latest. I think all these trades should be in profit. There's no reason why it will take more than an hour for these things to kind of set up. I don't think so. We'll just have to be patient and wait. Okay. Meanwhile, your USD is looking really good. Your USD for the buy is my favorite setup right now as far as Forex goes. So this is kind of what it looks like on the hour, guys. If you guys remember, kind of the way I'm looking at it. And honestly, the stop loss doesn't have to be that wide. But once we start to kind of get bullish momentum here, you can start to decrease and slide your stop loss. You can start to trail it once it really starts to break these highs up here. Once we get some more bullish momentum kicking in, I would start to basically move my stop loss. All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right, guys, let me see. So Euro USD is working out good. I like that. So I like Euro, the way it's setting up. I have NAS here retracing, and it's retracing pretty hard, but my overall stop loss would have to be like down here, if that makes sense, back down to like this previous level. If it should hold basically these levels here. If NAS is going to go up, it will hold these levels here. So kind of just got to wait and see here if this is just possibly a hard pullback. Like look at the 30-minute here. It's still holding the zone. So it could just be retesting the zone to pop up or popping down, going to consult. We'll see what happens. Euro's still looking the best, obviously. UJ is still not setting up. So let's see how this kind of pans out. Okay, the dollar should be ready to drop now. So I do like the dollar bearishness. I do like that. Actually. So. Okay, let's look at Euro. Everything's kind of just staggering right now. Let's look at the dollar. The dollar's just playing around here. So we'll stay on here for like another half an hour. We'll see what the dollar wants to do. Hopefully it starts to slowly push down. That will push our Euro USD up. And I believe this is honestly a retracement for NAS. All right, let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. I definitely want it to close kind of above this area here. So in the next 15 minutes, I want it at least to kind of close a doji. I just don't want it to close kind of bearish. All right, so that's kind of where I am with that. That makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay, so let's see here. What we want, guys, is for the dollar. Let's look on the 15-minute chart. Let's look on the 5-minute chart here. What we want is for the dollar to maintain bearishness, continue going down. This is kind of what we're anticipating, what we want here. And that will continue the Euro USD buy, which is what I like the best. If I had to pick the best setup that I like right now, it would be the Euro buys. The UJ sells have not been initiated yet, but it is looking like it's slowly rejecting this level, but still not good enough yet. NAS has just been kind of very finicky right now, right? Kind of pulled back down. I definitely want to see how this 30-minute candle closes, right at 10:30 will be a very good indicator, right? So we'll see how that plays a part, but I do still overall like the buys, even at this level right here. It's like retesting, okay, and holding. So I think this is actually a pretty clean buy right here. If you want to get in NAS, okay, I do think it's a clean buy around the structure here. So let me go a clean chart. It will kind of, this is how it looked like, because now we have actually a really clean entry possibly. And this is kind of what I'm looking at for NAS now. So I do think we're at a good entry. Look, it popped down to this level. You guys can see that, right? And you have maybe depending on your entry, maybe a good, just to be safe, a good 30 to 40 points. TP1 would be like 40 points. TP2 would be like 80 points. So this is kind of how this is looking right here for NAS, guys, right? This is kind of, I like the setup now for NAS. Okay. So it's still an overall hold for the buy. I think it's a good entry now. All right. Right. The overall move still looks good. And all right, everything looks good. Okay. So let me kind of put some alerts. Put it right here. What I'm looking at right here. For NAS, I'm kind of looking at, let me see here. All right, I'm looking at, I needed to break this level here, this level here. I want to make alerts at all three of these levels. But I do like this entry. So let's see. Let's see how this works out. All right. So let me see what time is this. Let's see how again this 30-minute candle closes, guys. If so, you see here with that 30-minute whipsawed up, pulled back down, hit that level again. Right, we're catching this move here. I think this is a really solid buy at this point on NAS. Right, pulled back into that zone, took people out, and now we're gonna buy it up. Okay, and Euro's just kind of playing around, but I'm still holding on to it as well too. UJ, GU maybe. GU maybe has potential for the buy, possibly. You know, just depending on what pair you like the most. Depending on what pair you like the most. All right. Let's see here on the 30-minute. So this is looking good. Look. So as you guys can see, the 30-minute candle on NAS, right? Remember how bearish it was? And if you guys can, understand, like all the way down here was, even though it's bearish like right now, right? I really ideally would like it to close like a doji or close bullish, and that would give me a lot of confirmation. That's really what I want. So I'm hoping that it holds that bullish momentum and closes the way I want it in like 3 minutes. Right. So that's all I can kind of do is wait for that. And if it closes the way we want it, then I'll think like the trade will move the way that I would like it to. So let's see how this 5-minute candle closes here. Let's see what the dollar does. Dollar's kind of slowly going up and down. So it's consolidating down. It's dripping, but it's just moving pretty slow. It's a Monday, so things are a little slow. Things are a little slow today. All right, so let's see how this closes on the 15. Not really exactly what I wanted, but it isn't bad. If you guys can see, it actually closed above the line that I wanted it to close. If you guys can see that on the 30-minute. So it's not horrible. Okay, it's not horrible. I would have liked it to close a little higher here. I would have liked it to close a little higher, but it is showing at least some type of slight bullish pressure. So let's go to the 45. No more now. Okay. GU is actually looking pretty decent. So, okay. So GU is actually not looking too bad, guys. GU isn't looking too bad for all my GU traders. GU for the buy isn't looking too bad now. Let me see here. This is a good 20, 30 pips maybe for GU. If you like GU, I think GU has potential here. I think it has a little bit more, even possibly more potential than EU at this point, but I'm still in it overall. So, but GU doesn't look bad either. Looking at the GBPs are kind of getting bullish here. So that could be a good indication to kind of possibly get in GBPs instead of Euro. But Euros are still overall bullish as well. Let's see here. Let's see what UJ is looking like now, actually. UJ isn't looking too bad now. UJ isn't looking as bad now. It's now slowly starting to reject this top level here. So it's not really confirmed yet, but it is slowly setting up, I think, with UJ. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely kind of setting up. Hmm. Nas is just being ugly. Nas is just being ugly, guys. I can't front. Nas is just being mad ugly. I don't like it. So Nas actually just took me out because so I don't like it, guys. Nas is just being mad choppy today. I don't know what's going on. It's just I think well, it's just not it hasn't been following the dollar lately. And for whatever reason, it's really just been taking people out up and down more so than following the dollar. So I think that it's going to actually drop. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like it's going to drop now from this area. So I'm still in my euro buys. GU buys are still pretty decent. NAS is just being weird. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like it correlates with the dollar really well. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't. And so, now it's just, I believe, really starting to drip. Now UJ is starting to reject and flow. So now UJ is actually moving a whole lot nicer. Let me see here. UJ now has potential. So all of the Forex pairs are good. NAS, however, just was not that good. NAS was not that good. Kind of knew that it would kind of spike. It would kind of spike down, which it kind of did right here, and then go up, which it did exactly, but then it kind of consolidated and is just now continuing down. So maybe that was the move, essentially, was that spike down and up. I think maybe that's what we should have just bought it as it hit this level really quick. But again, it's kind of risky when you do that around like exactly 9:30. That's the only problem with catching that move that we wanted to catch exactly at 9:30 because that 9:30 move is very volatile. So this is what we wanted that buy up from here to like basically up here, and it went like halfway, right? And then I was thinking, okay, well, if it holds this level, we should be able to continue to buy it. It held it again for the most part. The dollar still is remaining bearish, right? So it's still, if you guys can see here, right, the dollar's still holding, still dropping really nice. So NAS usually will go up because of that, and it just is not. Like so, this level here, this whole level here, this range just was not strong. It just was not strong enough. Um, like NAS just was not strong enough at that level at all. Now, for me, I think I'm probably gonna have to adjust the way that I trade NAS a little bit for you guys. So there will, I kind of have a different setup that I'll kind of be going over with you guys. Let's look at Euro. Okay, Euro's popping up. Cool. UJ's popping down. Okay, cool. GU's popping up. Okay, cool. So all of the Forex pairs are working, guys, right? And so everything on the Forex pair sides are pretty good. Gold is, let me see. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, should I be trading gold instead of NAS? Gold is just correlating way better. it just seems like gold is correlating way better than NAS these days. I don't know if it's just me, guys, but like if we were buying, let's just say gold at like 930, um, like we could have been buying it here and been up. I don't know. Like it's just, I'm thinking maybe I gotta convert here. Nas is being annoying for me, and I love Nas, but it seems like gold is correlating a lot better with a lot better risk rewards, and then the forex pairs are moving nicer. So I don't know, guys. That's just kind of what I'm picking up in the market right now. The indices are just not correlating as well. They're kind of choppier. Um, and I'm thinking that it's much easier to kind of trade the forex pairs, and this is I always do personally better myself with forex pairs. So that's why I tell you, if you're a beginner, to stick with the pairs because they will correlate a whole lot easier for you, right? So I did get stopped out of my NAS trade, but I'm still in my EU buy, and you can actually get in UJ sell if you want. Let me see. Which also has potential as well. Okay, so I do like that as well. So as you guys see here, we finally got the rejection, broke these lows here. So you see UJ's now looking way more solid, right? Now that UJ setup is setting up nice. EU is setting up, and GU is setting up. The dollar is still continuing down. NAS didn't work out. Gold shooting up. I'm thinking maybe to transition to look at gold instead of NAS, guys. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm thinking maybe to transition to the Goldilocks instead of NAS. It's a sad day for NAS. NAS has just been annoying me lately. I've been doing really good, but like lately, the only losses that I'm really taking is on NAS. And I don't even like taking losses here and there. I mean, it's part of the game. You're gonna take L's. You're never gonna be 100%. But what you can do as a trader is just learn what works for you, what doesn't work for you, so that you can mitigate your losses. So that comes from just understanding your trade plan and your accuracy. So like for instance, if you are like, let's say 100% accurate on AU, right? Which you guys know when I trade AU, I'm pretty accurate, right? If I know I'm 90% accurate with AU, but I know on GJ, I'm like 60% accurate, but I can get more pips on GJ, it feels better to trade GJ because I'm making maybe 50, 60, 70 pips a trade. Feels good, right? But what happens is when you take those losses feel worse. So you kind of get both ends of the spectrum. Okay, you kind of get both ends of the spectrum. So whatever takes you way too high will also bring you down very low. So when you kind of deal with very volatile pairs, it can get you in trouble if you don't have a high accuracy rate. Now, with my NAS trading, I'm usually somewhere in the 70 to, I would say, 85% accuracy level. Probably I'm not as accurate as my forex pairs, but I definitely win a whole lot more than I lose. Statistically, I'm like mid 70s to mid 80s with NAS itself. So I'm pretty good, you know. So maybe I'll probably go out of NAS trades maybe 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 usually for the day, you know, on my NAS, you know, like, but still there's opportunities where you can mismanage NAS. The you can and that's the only thing that is probably the biggest thing is that you can really mismanage NAS. Okay. So I think like probably for the rest of the week we'll probably what I'm thinking. Okay, what I'm thinking. For the rest of the week, we're probably gonna look at gold more than NAS. I still look at NAS for you guys, but NAS doesn't seem to correlate the way I want to. These past like few weeks, honestly, in April, it's just been a little bit trickier. And so, you know, don't beat yourself up. I'm taking kind of, you know, small losses on NAS here and there as well too, which I don't like. So what happens, what I do when I do that, or if you notice a pattern, right, where you're taking losses from the same pair over and over and over again, all you want to do, guys, is just eliminate it from your trade plan. That it's very simple. You know, just eliminate it from your trade plan. It's okay, right? You can live to trade another day. All right. You can live to trade another day. It's something that I had to learn just with trading maturity. You know, if it's not working for me, you delete it. All right. Like if a pair, if you're trading gold all the time and you're losing on gold all the time, just leave it. If you're trading as all the time and you're losing way more than you would like, just delete it. If you're trading, and that's kind of what I do, right? I kind of go back and forth between NAS and gold, kind of between seasons, because usually between certain seasons, NAS is just really good. It's just like, oh, it's beautiful. You're catching, you know, 50, 60, 70 points pretty easily, like just really, really easily. And then there's times when gold is just like doing the same thing. And so, kind of from what I see, you kind of have to cycle between NAS and gold, um, between the seasons, you know, between the seasonal cycles and tendencies that they have, right? And you'll kind of just understand that from experience. But if you want to kind of eliminate that, because I believe if you're going to trade NAS or gold, you need to be more of a, um, you need to be a trader that's more seasoned. Okay. But as you see, like when you trade Forex pairs, you're not going to you're not going to get into as much trouble, right? So if you bought your USD, it's pretty easy. It just, you know, it pulled back a little bit, but it's still going to go your way. If you bought GU, it may be like, okay, pulled back a little bit, still going to go your way, right? You sold UJ, you know, it pulled up a little bit, still going to go your way, right? Like it's still everything's in profit on the forex pair sides. Now, when it comes to the indices, yeah, your stop loss can easily get hit. It's not going to be like, oh, pulls back a little bit. No, it's going to pull back a lot of bit sometimes, which essentially is what NAS is doing now. So, you know, you have to kind of pick your poison as a trader. What type of pair do you want to deal with? So when you trade stuff like oil all the time, if you're trading stuff like gold, GJ, stuff like that, again, it's not that it can't be traded. Excuse me. You just have to understand what type of um, pair you're getting yourself involved in. So me personally, the way that I trade now is my heavy positions are always on forex pairs, and I kind of go like moderate positions on indices or metals. So if I'm trading gold or NAS, I will kind of go mediate or moderate to light positions depending on my account. And if I'm on forex pairs, I'll use like my regular risk, right? So let's just say, for instance, my regular risk, let's say, is 2-3% on forex pairs. All right. Then what I would do is on indices or metals, gold or NAS, for instance, would be 1%. Does that make sense, everyone? So my risk is essentially half of what I would trade like a regular pair because it's more volatile. So I will structure that and kind of do a training on that, but I just wanted to kind of break that down to you guys because, as you see, like, everything else played out perfectly. Just that Nas wanted to be weird, you know. And then I guess we should have looked at gold. I was looking at gold for the buy. It took out these lows here, which was pretty nice. Boom. Could have bought that. Like, let me see. That was like 930, 945. Yeah, we could have bought that for like 50, 60 pips. Been done. So gold really gave me the move that Nas should have gave me, if that makes sense. The move that Nas gave me is the move that I wanted, that gold gave me. Okay. So gold gave me the move that Nas should have given me. So I'm like, dang, I should have actually bought gold instead of Nas. You know, kind of like one of those things. So just something to look at, guys. Just something to look at. All right. And let me see here. So everything else is working out. UJ, GU, EU. NAS stop also said gold is bullish, but I wouldn't even get in gold because now it's at these previous highs up here. So really the only clean buy opportunity was kind of down here at this previous level here. You guys can see that. Now it's at like kind of resistance here. So this is not a good buy anymore. It's more so probably a sell more than a buy at this point. So that was kind of the move for gold. And US 30. I'm confused because US 30 shot up, pulled back down. What did S&P do? Let me see. Let me see SPX. SPX. Okay, yuck. I don't like that one. Let me see if I can find a good one. Ew, yuck. Oh my goodness, this is disgusting. Okay, we're definitely not looking at that. Definitely not looking at that. Let me see. What is it? US 500 maybe? Let's look at, maybe it'll look better on these charts. Okay, it does look better on these charts. Okay, so even on, so it is kind of doing the same thing on the S&P as well too. Took up those highs, dropped. Yeah, now it's a little tricky, I guess. So, all right. Yeah, I guess they all kind of did the same thing for US 30, S&P, and NAS. But it seems to me like NAS made the worst correction. NAS made like the biggest correction, whereas US 500 was like a moderate correction. US 30 was just a very small correction, and NAS was actually the biggest correction. So that was actually not the best indice today, anyway. Very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, so, just kind of doing the full blown analysis for you guys before I hop off of here. All right. But I am still, let me see here. Let me see what JPYs are doing. I'm still holding on to these positions for a little bit. All right. With the euro, I'm expecting at least to pop up maybe another 20 pips or so. With the UJ, I'm expecting it to, on the 15-minute chart, come down to this level down here. Or at least close to it. All right. With the GU, I'm expecting it to still go bullish and basically hit these previous highs up here, or this level up here, basically. So I'm expecting it to go maybe like another 15 to 20 pips ish. So I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for on those the forex pairs. All right. And I would honestly only give the market maybe another hour or so for it to really kind of get to those levels. Once it hits like 12:30 to 1 o'clock, I'm not really going to be in trades anymore. So we'll see what happens there. But overall, the analysis was right today. Just so the dollar did continue to drop. Dollar analysis was correct. Euro analysis was correct. UJ analysis was correct. GU analysis was correct. NAS analysis was wrong and busted. So screw you, NAS. And yeah, that's really it, guys. So I'm gonna do some modifications here. All right. And make sure that you get your trade manager if you guys have not. All right. I'll do my little thing. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is this right here, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. All right. So make sure if you're not in TCA Lifetime, because all right, that you are, just go to thetradeauthority.com and get the Lifetime. The trade manager again is up. You only have 6 more days to get it. That's it. 6 more days to get it for the early bird discount, which is $3.99. All right. Price will double after the 6 days. So just letting you guys know. Everyone who buys the manager will have access to the Telegram and private classes with it. So you can use it and master it and all that type of stuff to help your trading. Now, me personally, again, it really helps me as I'm a trader because as I'm doing these sessions, I can't even manage my trades really, guys, as I'm teaching you doing these sessions. So as I'm looking at different things, it's just doing it for me, which is in itself a huge help for me, a huge, huge help. Okay. So I want you guys to just know that. So I'm sure it will help you as well too. What we'll also do kind of, I think moving forward is I will probably analyze gold and NAS simultaneously and kind of see which one will look better. NAS isn't really correlating the way I want it to, which is kind of the problem. So it is just ranging, taking out the highs and lows, but it's not really moving as smooth as I would like, honestly. Now, gold has actually been, I would say, even easier to trade because of the manager. Because of the manager, it's been easier to trade gold. All right, it's been easier. So I do like that fact. Um, I do like that. So I used to really not be super into gold, but gold has been moving pretty decent. I think even better than that lately. So we might start looking at that if that looks a lot better. Okay, than NAS, and I'll kind of pick which one looks better. But all right, kind of moving forward, and I'll kind of show you guys the way I look at it every single day. But for me, I've kind of just been mitigating my risk on the indices because they've just been choppier. They move very quickly and they've just been kind of just going up and down, playing around. So it is harder to kind of catch the move, if that makes sense. They kind of usually are catching you in the middle of the move. And it's harder to kind of get in at the top or bottom of these moves, as opposed to like a steadier forex pair or something like that. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. I'm also going to do an Asian session as well. So I will be doing that tomorrow. All right. I'll be doing so that it'll be a double class tomorrow because Asian session is definitely going to be good. And New York session tomorrow is definitely going to be good as well too. So just something to look forward to. Again, it is kind of Monday. Markets are a little, you know, not super clean, not super perfect because it's the opening day or of the week. But it wasn't super bad. But Nas kind of just was a little ugly and annoying. But everything else was pretty good. All right, and so I will catch you guys on the inside and see you guys tomorrow morning and then tomorrow night as well too because I'm going to drop the double session tomorrow, the New York and Asian. All right, so I will see you guys mañana. Love you all. Take care. Peace.